Hey there, everyone. This is ID Jester, and we're back for another episode of our CRAPS tutorial video series. We're using the WinCraps program that you can download from the internet, and it's a very good program to help you follow along at home. Please do register the program if you find it helpful and useful, and support the owner of the program. So we've gone through 6 episodes so far. Hopefully you've been following along. Watch these videos a couple times so you understand the different concepts. Last episodes we talked about placing your bets, placing the 6 and 8, the 5 and the 9, the 10 and the 4. These bets are off when the puck is off. We ran into at the end of that episode where a lot of sevens was coming up. A lot of sevens were coming up, and we're losing all of our place bets. So now we're going to look at how you can compensate for that. And basically we're going to bet the opposite of what we were doing with the place bets. And that is we are going to place that the 7 comes up before a certain number does. In this case, what we're hoping for is lots of 7s to come up. And the number that we choose to lay, we choose not to have that number come up. When we place this bet, we're going to be giving the house an advantage in that they will get a special bet, what they call a VIG. They will get a certain percentage of the winnings that you will have to place in addition to your bet. And in exchange for giving the house a percentage of your bet, they were going to give you true odds in return on the bet. So for example, if we want to, a lot of 7s are coming up on the table, and we know another 7's probably due up shortly. We want to we want to lay a bet against numbers coming up on the table and hoping 7 comes up. Every time it does, we are going to earn money. So in this case, as an example, we're just going to bet the 4. In this case, we're actually going to bet $40. In this case, you'll see down here at the bottom, it actually says 41 because we're betting 40, but $1 is going to go to the house before our bet is assigned. And in exchange, we're going to get true odds, so we're going to get 1 for every 2 we bet on the 4. So in this case, if we bet $40, we're going to get $20 in return. Notice down here at the bottom, when I hover my mouse over the bet, it shows you down here, lay in the 4 bet. It's a $40 bet and $1 for VIG, which is given to the house. So our total bet is $41. Again, if a 7 comes up, I win. And notice down at the bottom there, it does say lay 4 bet working. So even though the puck says off, this bet is in effect. So if I can get 3 7s to come up in a row, then I'll win this bet 3 times. It should be noted, you can take this bet off, down, remove the bet at any time. But anytime you add the bet back, depending on the casino, you might have to add the VIG again. So if I place this bet once, wait a couple rolls, take it down, and then wait a couple more rolls and put it back on, then I might have to pay another additional $1, which is going to come out of what I can possibly make. So in this case, when you're laying in a number, you're saying 7 is going to come up before this number, and obviously 4 and a 10 come up way less than a 7. 5 and a 9 come up less than a 7, but not more often than a 4 and a 10 and a 6 and an 8. So the number you choose closer to the 7 in the middle, you won't have to place as much to get as much in return. So in this case, I'm betting a 7 comes up before a 4. Let's see if we can get that number to happen. In this case, we got a 5. So the only thing that matters to me at this point is a 4 or a 7. An 8, which is nothing. A 10, which is nothing. 3, good thing that wasn't a 4. A 10, another 10. So good thing we didn't bet the 10 as opposed to the 4, because that would hit 3 times so far. 7, so there we go. So we laid $40 down. Our payoff is 1 to 2, so for every $2 we earn 1. So half of 2 goes into 40. 20 times, so $20. We have a 5% VIG that goes to the house, so it's minus $1. And you notice our net payoff is going to be $19. And even though there was 7 rolls that just happened, fortunately for us, a 7 came up before a 4 came up. So again, if I keep the same bet, the same thing keeps playing. Anytime a 7 comes up, I'm a winner. Even if a 7 comes up 6 times in a row, I would be a winner every single time. But of course, as soon as that 4 comes up, I'm going to lose my bet. And you notice, because I've got to bet a lot more than I'm winning, plus my VIG, I'm going to have this win more than 2 to 1 times. I have to have it win 3 times for every time I lost to make money on this bet. So the only time this really is a good bet is when lots of 7s are coming up on the table. If you get to a table and you're placing bets and you keep losing them because 7s are popping up, then you might want to switch over and lay some bets. So let's assume that I'm just going to keep the same bet. We're going to hope for lots of 7s here. 8, 8, 7. So we did. We got another one. Remember now? Exact same thing. We bet 40. We won 20, but we got to pay $1 to the casino for the privilege of playing this bet. So we won 19. So with our last 19 and this 19, we only made $38. We've got $40 bet. So if this loses, we've actually lost $2 total. So you can see that we need this to win 3 times just to win money. So let's see if we can have another 7 come up. And we did. We got lucky. Look at that. So third 7. So now we've won $54. I'm sorry, 19, $57. So, well, let's let it ride again. Maybe we can get more 7s to come up. Oh, there it is right there, 57. 6, so come on, 7. There's another 7. Boy, we got really lucky to start this. We've hit it again. So I think at this point, I am going to take my bet and my winnings. And you notice these 4 7s have come up. We're up $76. This time I'm going to be a little more risky, and I'm going to place the 8 bet. So this time I'm going to bet $30, and we'll see how we do here. Again, since the 8 comes up almost as much, we don't have to risk as much to get as much in return, but we still have to pay that casino VIG, give them a cut of our winnings. And look at that, right off the bat, an 8 come up. So not a good choice for the 8. This time, let's try for the 9. This time, so we got $27. We got $1 in a VIG, so we got $28 working on the bet. And, wow, a 9 come up. So this is a really good bet if a lot of 7s are coming up. Or, for example, if a lot of 9s come up in a row, you might want to bet against the 9 coming up again. And that's what I'm going to do this time. We know a 9 just come up. 9 doesn't come up, a whole lot of times. So if we can get a 7, we can win our bet. So there's a 6 and a 12 and another 9. So my theory has been completely disproved there. 6 and another 9. So that was we should have been betting the 5s instead of the 9s, because that gives us the same odds. But a 5 hasn't come up yet. But as soon as I switch to the 5, you'll know a 5 comes up. So we're going to try this 9-1 last time. Oh, what did I tell you? If I would have switched it, it would have come up. 8, come on, 9, another 9. So in this, again, you got to kind of understand the different bets so you know what to do, what's good, what's going on, what's not going on. You notice during all that, I still hadn't rolled a 4. I have not rolled a 4 yet, so if I would have left it on the 4, we wouldn't have hit any more 7s, but we wouldn't have lost anything yet either. So I'm actually going to switch back to the 4. And we'll see if a 4 comes up. 11, 8, 10, 10. So a good thing we didn't bet the 10. 2, 6. Where are all the 7s? 6, 4. There's a 4. So this case, I was up $65, $70, whatever it was, and now I'm down $108 just by betting on the lay because 7s are not coming up. So I should have been placing my bets like the previous video, and all those 9s that I would have hit would have been earning me $7 every time. But that's not what this video is about, so let's take another chance here and go up with $30 on the 5. There's a 7, about time. Alright, so 3-2, or in this case 2-3, because we're betting against the odds. Minus $1 for the vig, so we won 19. We're going to keep the same bet. 7, come on, we haven't seen many 7s. There's a 6. 11, 8, 10, 2, 7. There's another 7. So that's twice its hit. Needs one more before we can actually win money on this one. So let's just go ahead and hope for another 7. 10, 3, 4. Okay, so the 4 came up. So you know what I'm going to do? That's right. You can multiple lay bets if you want. So we're going to have the 4 and the 5 working. So every time a 7 comes up, we're going to win both of them. But of course, we're giving $1 to the casino every time we do it. And there's the 4. It's not going to come up again. We're going to try it one more time. 5. Well, there's our 5 finally. 11. 7. So too bad this 7 didn't hit with the 5 was still there, but we still got 19. We're going to keep our same bet. We're going to bring our 5 back out. 8. Come on. 7. All right. 9. Looking for more 7s. 9. 7. There's a good 7 for us. 3, 10, 6. So this is kind of a risky bet because you're betting more than you're winning. Plus you got to give the casino a little bit of help, but it really helps. Would have been able to play this bet much better last episode when all those 7s kept coming up. 11, 7. There's a winner. So this time I'm going to take my bet and I'm going to move it over to the 9 because a 9 just hit. So we're hoping that another 9 does not hit. 8, 8. Not, of course, 9. This time we're going to actually try it 8. There's another 9. Good thing I didn't keep it on the 9. And another 8. Wow. Where? Let's try a 10. 8, 7. That's a winner. 5, 10. That's a loser for us. And you notice, again, this isn't one of those things that you should be betting every single roll on. This should be used with caution and used just at the proper times. If you got a shooter come up, rolls the dice, gets a point, 7's out. The next shooter does the same thing. The next shooter does the same thing. And you're betting the pass line and you're starting to lose money, then it might be time to switch over and try a different bet. Let's try the 5 here. Obviously, we're hoping there's a 7. And of course, then we can take our bet and we can place the 6, 8, and 9, 5, 6, 8, and 9 and see if they'll hit us. A couple. There we go. We got a winner there. 7 out. So that was a bad time to switch. Let's try the 6 and see if we can get a winner on the 6. 5. Come on, 7. 7. 8. Come on, another 8. 6. So we lost that bet. And then the 7 comes up. Okay, and you notice almost half of our bankroll is gone on this bet. So it can be very risky, but it can be very helpful. Remember in the beginning when I had all those bet on the 4 and all those 7s came up, I went from $0 to $76 very quickly. But you can also see I went from $76 down to minus $218 just as quickly. Especially since you're betting more money than you're winning. 9, 10, so that was another $40. 4, good thing I didn't bet the 4. 3, 7, 7, 7, 7, that's what we're hoping for. 7, there we go, that's 2. Come on, one more 7. 10, 4, good thing we didn't bet that 4. 6, 7, there we go. Now we got a winner on the 5. 3, 7, there we go, keep it going. 8, 8, 5. Well, that was a good number for us because now we're only down to 14. So, had a little bit of a winning streak there for that. So that's laying a bet. You're going to tell the dealer you want to lay a bet. Give them the amount. 5% will go to the house as a VIG special reward for the casino. You will place down the proper odds against a number coming up before 7. It's a good time to bet it. It's when lots of 7s are coming up. Bad time to bet it is when lots of numbers are coming up. And I know it's hard to determine what's coming up in the future, but if 3 4s are rolled in a row, it might be a really good time to bet on the 4, because chances are very, very slim that another 4 is going to come up before a 7. So hopefully this was helpful. This is the lay bet. You're betting against the shooter. You're betting against the dice. You're betting 4 7 to come up before any of your numbers. Well, this is going to be a shorter video, but hopefully it was informative and you learned something about how to bet certain numbers when lots of 7s are coming up. Our next episode we're going to talk about the one thing we haven't actually done yet in this series is talk about our preposition bets. We're going to start betting our preposition bets, and we're going to talk about how to win them, how long they last on the board, and how you lose them. So be sure to step in for that, and we'll also talk about the C&E as well. Until the next episode, I appreciate you watching these videos. Have fun, and we'll see you soon. Till then, this is ID Jester signing off.